All right, there we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So today we are going to be continuing with the Dragon Age Origins playthrough. So tonight what we're going to be doing is going through the Return to Ostagar DLC. That's going to start us off. And then from there we're going to continue on the main story quest, beginning with Redcliffe. So we've got a couple other areas that we got to hit along the main story. Redcliffe will be the first. Later down the line, we're going to hit the elf quest, because we got to recruit the elves, and then we got to recruit the dwarves. But first, like I said, hitting Return to Ostagar DLC. This will be a quick little one. Essentially, if you guys remember, last week we did part of it where we found, King Kaelin's honor guard dude being assaulted by Logain's asshole soldiers. Saved him, gave us the location of a chest in Ostagar where we can find some loot. And spoiler alert, because this isn't anything like super, really spoilery, but you get a cool set of armor, which is basically King Kaelin's armor from this DLC. Definitely worth it to get. So, without further ado, let's get this done.
Indeed.
Yes.
So those of you that were with me last week, you guys may remember we recruited Shale, the big golem-looking thing here. We also got Zevran in our group. These are great characters to play with. I've got nothing against them. The only character in our lineup that I don't particularly think is useful or good is Sten. It's just Shale and Alistair are way better tanks than Shen is. He's kind of, for as stone faces he is, he's kind of a puss. He really is. And so I've never really rolled with him, but Zevran's a great alternative to Leliana. Like, he really is just like excellent. I can't recommend him enough. He's good. I think Morgan's good if you're not going to play on like Nightmare. If you play on Nightmare, don't take Morgan. You need healing. You can spec Morgan into a healer, but you've got Wynn right there ready to do healing right off the bat, so there's no point. If you do roll with Morgan, though, what she brings to the party is the ability to shapeshift. That is not really useful at all. It's not worth it. For me, either specking as a mage is either going to be the elemental mage, so all the elemental forces, or doing like a knight enchanter mage.
The darkspawn of fences. Very well. Careful!
Something about returning here makes me feel old, Wynn.
And what exactly are you implying, Alistair?
What? Nothing. No, I just thought...
You just thought I might be an expert at feeling old and could share some sage advice.
I just mean that I was a different person then. I believed him, that it would be a glorious battle, that we'd win.
I did too. We were all a little bit younger the last time we were here.
Well, not you. You've always been old.
With lips like that, son, you'll be lucky if you live to be half my age.
Damn, Alistair is like the king of putting his foot in his mouth. Let's see, do we go this way? Nope, everything's blocked. Okay, we're going down here. Forgive me, it's been a minute. Knock down there.
Yes.
Are we...
Something I can help with?
No. Okay. Maybe I'm just missing something here. Okay. I must be completely wrong. Neither one of those ways works. See, that's where we came in. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Ah, much better. Let's see. We got a dead body there. Nothing to worry about.
More of the fiends ahead.
I should...
ones. Greaves. Okay, that's the start of the armor set. I think all the bosses in each section have
Poured
a
over by
piece
dark
of it.
spawn and thick with their rot. It was his.
But going back to the character team builds, like I said,
He's
Morgan's
not the
also a good
first king
choice.
to
And
ever
then
fall
for
in
tanks,
battle.
like I said,
Or even
Alistair
the first to fall to the darkspawn.
or your dog or Shale are all really
This
good
wound
choices.
cuts
And then you do have one more tanky choice
But we must
when you
keep
meet the
moving.
dwarves. That's a pretty good
No
option.
doubt the darkspawn are eager to give
But
us
we'll come to
plenty
him when we
more
get there.
reasons to mourn.
But again, personal preference for me, I always like if I'm taking a rogue, it's going to be Leliana. If I'm taking a tank, it's going to be Alistair or Dog. And if I'm taking a mage, it's going to be usually when I like Morgan. Come on, let me loot the corpses. Let me loot the corpses. Oh, that's why there's another guy over there. We got more.
Begun.
Okay, now I can loot my corpses. Thank you. See if we got anything. Ooh,
I could do that for you.
thank you, Leliana.
What now?
The nice thing about Leliana too is like if you don't use her, you've got to wait a good amount of time in the game before getting Zevran, and that's a whole lot of chests that you don't ever get to open.
Very well.
Boom, baby. Those actually might be upgrades for Dog. Oh, hold up, Vanguard. Kaelin's shield. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Of course.
Think again.
Kaelin's chest.
No, I cannot.
Oh, that's right. We got to find the key first, which the key was around here somewhere.
Wait, we should search the bodies. I saw something back there that might have been Kaelin's.
Okay, let's see. Did I miss it? Let's keep looking. It might have been up here now that I'm thinking about it. I know there's something
More
around
of the
here.
fiends ahead.
She's still trying to find the key. You know what? Something else I'm noticing? This is way easier than it should be. Like, not that I'm complaining, but like, usually the game is a little bit more complex than this. Ah, that's why. Let's keep it on normal. I was on casual for some reason, but I'm pretty sure we started the game on normal. There we go. Okay. Like, it was getting really easy. Like, I noticed, like, my life was not dropping at all. And again, that's
Right
fine.
ahead.
But,
Tell me.
I would prefer a little bit of a challenge. Any other traps? Okay. There we go.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Oop, inventory full. Gotta fix that at some point. Okay. Let's see. Get rid of that. Let's see. Iron ring does nothing. Don't need an acid flask. We don't need Mabari crunch, or soul rot coating, or deathroot extract, or any of those. Because I don't really use the elixirs or any of that stuff when I'm playing on this easy a level. Just no point to it. Clear up some space. Alright. Now where is the goddamn key? I feel like it's here somewhere.
Impossible.
Can't do that.
Oh, is this it? Ah, there it is. There's the buried key. Okay. Excuse me. As stated before, I'm still partially recovering from being sick last week. I'm mostly okay. I just got a little bit of congestion.
I am done.
So it's true. He had convinced the forces of Orlais to ally against the Darkspawn.
Empress Celine was merely awaiting his response.
A response that never came, and now never will, thanks to Loghain's treachery.
Never is a long time, Alistair. Give it time, and let cooler heads prevail. There will be peace between us yet.
Well, I hope you live to see it, Wynne.
And I hope the Darkspawn don't.
Let's go ahead and start switching out armor. So yeah, I hope if you guys have been following along with this, you're picking up. Like, the game does a pretty good job of showing you just how fucked up and shitty Loghain is on everything he did. Like, it's not just that he messed up. Not just that he, like, you know, betrayed everyone, but, like, his betrayal cost everyone so much more. Like, the Orlesians were ready to fight the Darkspawn, and because of Loghain, they didn't. Let's see here. I think... yeah, we're going to keep the Blight Blood on Alistair. But I'm going to switch over to... oh, he's not ready yet. Let's see. We need more strength for Cailin's stuff. Okay. I'm going to put all of Cailin's armor on Alistair. And if you've never played this game before, it's kind of funny, and you'll understand why as the game progresses. I'm not going to give it up just yet, but there's a reason it's kind of funny, and it kind of works. Let's see. I can give him Cailin's shield. I think that might be better than what he's got now. Defense-wise, no, but you've got that bonus to armor and avoiding missile attacks, so let's do it. Alright. Darkspawn are fucked up. Darkspawn just juiced his ass. Just freshly squeezed. Darkspawn got a character design, and I'm glad. Those Genlocks kind of look like a little bit like weird monkeys or something. I don't know. They don't look great in this game.
Kill me, please. Now you fall.
I actually gotta watch out. Ooh, that was close.
We must gain the advantage.
Looking my loot. Nothing there. Silver there, alright. I love gold.
Even more Darkspawn.
Even
Very well.
I'm trying to be merciful.
Power begun.
count it.
The Darkspawn have sensed us. Shall we? Quickly, we must fight! It has begun. No quarter shall be given. It has begun.
Finished.
Alright, we got myself ready to level up, and we got Kaylin ready to level up. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So with Kaylin, I'm gonna get 3. Almost there. Almost there. I'll have enough to do that soon. Okay. Right now, I'm just going to start with the weapon and shield tree for Kaylin, but I am going to be putting everything into... Actually, you know what? Cleanse area. Yep. Templar purges the area of magic. That's very useful. And for me... I need a strength boost, too. Oh, that's right. I also need to boost up my dexterity. Oh, gotta remember that. Let's see. Characters learn to carry one attack through the next, increasing attack speed substantially. This, however, consumes stamina quickly. Ready for that? Let's see. Berserker can now focus the power of rage more effectively, gaining a bonus to health when Berserker is active. Okay, cool. I'll do that. Now. The question is can I put any of Kaylin's stuff on him yet? Nothing. That's annoying. Although I can boost up my stuff, I think. Nope, that's not better. Although those would be great gloves for Leliana. Oh, hell yeah. There we go. Let's see, is that any better than what she's got now? Not really. Oh, look! I can wear my Blood Dragon armor. I will absolutely be doing that. Let's see. And the Helm of Honolith is mine. Yeah. Very cool. Actually, that's kind of tanky. You know what? I'm going to give that to... Yeah, I'm going to give that to Alistair. And I'm going to take his Warden Commander stuff. Ooh, look at that. Sassy, sassy. Alright, Warden Commander gear goes to me. Because I am the Warden Commander. There we go. Really? What is he missing? Fine, let's put him in Templar armor for now, I guess. That's annoying. But anyway, these are Templar. We'll put him in that for now. I will eventually be putting him in the better gear, but... Let's see here. Get rid of the ash bow. Actually, better idea. Because... I'm going to give him a yew longbow. That should... Oh, doesn't clear much out, does it? Okay. But that'll be for later. Oh, there we go. And then... Wynn, let's give you... a Darkspawn crossbow. And some bolts. Cool. Wait, where's your staff? There we go. That's what I wanted. There we go. Okay, much better. Give her some ice arrows. That'll be helpful. There we go. Alright, much better. There we go. Looks like a monkey with teeth, like shark teeth, right? That's not just me. Those guys look a little scarier, but still, I like the tweak they get in the Dragon.
Shall we go?
So, if I remember correctly, there's a glitch. So, like, you guys may have noticed that those guys died super easily. I believe there was a glitch in the game or a bug or something that never got fixed that set all the baddies in this first section of this area to like having 0 health. So I think until we go into the next room, I'll probably be one-shotting a lot of the people we're going to fight against.
Has begun.
I just never patched this Ooh, Nug Crusher. Definitely get the Nug Crusher. Nug Crusher, I think is the best hammer in the game, if I remember correctly. Get rid of that. Get rid of the venom. That I know we can get rid of. The greenstone, I'm not so sure. Let's keep that. And like I said, we get a Dwarven companion
down the
later
hole
on in
and
the
into the
game.
deep.
That is a great little weapon for.
To imagine where that leads.
Yep, no way through. That's what I thought. Okay, going down.
Darkspawn, straight ahead.
So that's dark spawn you all have. Spidey Girl. That's Master Ruins. Okay, runes. Alright.
I shall do it.
Oh, that fool's day!
spiders.
What manner of beast is this? I shall do it.
Alice, how about like jumping on the spider that's jumping on you?
Very well. Begun. As you
And those are the situations where like it really helps to have Wynn in your party, especially if you decide to play this game on nightmare difficulty. Like there's no way to I don't know if you can beat the game without having a healer. Because there are times where like you can do one of the pre-animated moves on you, like the spider pins me down and just goes to town on me. Without a healer constantly buffing you through that, like you're not going anywhere. Like, except being dead. Alright. Creation. She needs to be level 12 for that, so let's get her into. So for me, if you're going to do a mage, I like the ice and the lightning trees. Very good. Alright, so we're on normal. I don't expect this fight to be super bad, but it is tricky because basically the mage is going to keep bringing that big ogre back to life. So generally we're going to focus on the mage, but it's going to hard to do that. On lower levels, not so hard to manage. On higher levels, the strategy most people do is knock out the ogre and then focus fire on the mage. No. So Wynn is not the only healer option you have. In fact, Wynn coming into your party opens up the option to make any mage a spirit healer. So if you're playing as a mage, you can make yourself the healer, or you can spec Morgan out to it. But the point I was trying to raise earlier about it is, if you've got Wynn, she's already the strongest healer in the game. You can absolutely, like I said, give it to Morgan or give it to yourself if you want to play like a support character. No problems at all. Me personally, I just like Wynn. But if you like Morgan, because her and like Alistair are always having like funny banter and things like that, absolutely, you can spec her out to be a healer as well, and you're good to go. But it's only a mage. That's the other thing. Like, mages are the only healers in the game. Duncan's dagger and Duncan's sword. I will be keeping those. I think Duncan's dagger is like the next best
There it
weapon
is.
in the game.
The last of them.
It has been a
Or the
long
next best
day.
dagger in the game.
By the lines around your eyes, I dare say you look as old as I.
And if I may say so, milady, you appear to be getting younger by the day.
Be careful who you flirt with, young man. When you wake up beside me tomorrow morning, I'll be back to reminding you of your grandmother.
Beside you.
You heard what I said. It would not be the first time I woke to a younger man in my bed.
Are all women this evil and conniving when they grow old?
Just me, my dear. Just me.
And banter like that is the other reason I like Wynn. She's so spicy. Sultry little minx.
Alistair, are you all right?
Oh, they left him here to rot. We need to do something.
Let's see. He's of royal blood and deserves a pyre.
He was a good man who hoped too much and died too young. He deserves what little honor we can afford to grant him.
So, actually, in that vein, Mike, every specialization that you've got in the game, like, for instance, you get Alistair and you get the Templar specialization, right? That isn't specific to Alistair. Once Alistair's part of your party, you can make any tank a Templar. You just have to, you get, I think, 2 specialization points for each of your characters. And I think each person comes in and brings something unique. So, like, Leliana brings the Bard specialization into the party. Zevran brings... I forget what Zevran brings. And then there's another quest in Redcliffe where you can get, like, the Duelist specialization from a character, by the way, who shows up in the second game as one of your companions. They foreshadow her now. If you know anything about the second game, you won't recognize her at all because the model changes completely from the first one to the second one. But you can learn the Duelist specialization from her in this game. So, pretty much, one of the nice things about this is the game gives you choices. If you like if you want a rogue in your party, but you don't like Leliana, you want Zevran, you can spec out Zevran to be exactly like I'm specking out Leliana right now. And there's not much of a difference. I think... The reason that like I shit on Sten is because Sten's essentially designed to be a two-handed warrior tank, right? So he's using a two-handed weapon. Well, the dwarf we're going to get as a companion, for whatever reason, when we get him after the dwarf part of the quest, does way more damage than Sten. I don't know why that is. I'd have to look it up if you guys are really interested in learning about it, but I don't know why Sten just ends up being the weaker one. And also, he's kind of a tool. Like, the Qunari, I think, get much more interesting in Dragon Age 2 than they do in... than they are in this game. Like, Sten's okay, but they don't really start fleshing out the Qunari until the second one, so he kind of just comes off as a raging dick. Ferelden, here we go. Alright. That covers that. Now we're going to, not Denerim, where's Redcliffe? Redcliffe Village, here we go. So, even though it sounds like we're going to get through this quick, because it's like, oh, we'll do Redcliffe and then we'll do the elves and then the dwarves. Each of these missions is pretty lengthy. We're not going to get through Redcliffe tonight. In fact, it may take the rest of tonight's stream along with
Concentrate, like we practiced.
with all
Fire.
of next stream to get through the Redcliffe question, because there's so much to do to just complete that portion of the game.
Very well.
Oh yeah, I like the customization of it too. It really is, and the thing is too, so I think BioWare's reputation, all the characters are interesting. Yeah, and Morgan's fun. Morgan's super fun. Don't misunderstand. I like having him. If you're playing on the she'll wreck everything. She puts out so much damage. And so it's worth to have her in normal setting and you really want to play with Morgan, you can even give her the super healer ability and just give her a couple of healing spells. You don't need to give her all. And still keep her as a damage build. Me saying Wynn is the better healer doesn't mean Morgan can't heal. It just means Wynn comes with all these extra buffs already assigned and is just, I think, naturally more adept at it. Like they have characters.
You should run while you can.
And if you recall, I was going to play with Morgan, but I realized that, you know, even if I'm going to romance her, I don't need her in the party to romance her, and I just prefer to have Wynn. See. Okay, let's go talk to him.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable enough, as you saw.
I did see. So if you ever do get to play this, I would say my recommendations for like parties that I really like, I think the group I have now is good. Keep this group, swap out Morgan for Wynn, also a good combination. Keep this group, actually keep Alistair as the tank, and then have Morgan and Zevran as your other two characters. So Zevran as the...
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
Let's see. I think you said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek.
Dun
Which
dun
made
dun!
Palin my half-brother, I suppose.
So, just to reiterate, Alistair is of noble blood. He just released that. So basically, his mom was a servant girl in Redcliffe. His mom had an affair with Cailin's father, King Marek. Therefore, Alistair, who is not only a Templar and a Grey Warden, but is also in line for the throne and has a claim to it, which is why I love putting him in Cailin's armor. And this plot point doesn't just get swept under the rug after this. Some interesting stuff happens in the future, so pay attention to anything involving Alistair, because it gets really good. Let's see. So you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Let's see. Ooh, I never asked this question. Does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did.
Oh. Dialogue glitch. So, I know a little bit of this dialogue. Basically, what he's telling you here is Arl Eamon's wife didn't like him around because of these rumors that he was Arl Eamon's kid. So she sent him off to a monastery when he was 10. And, you know, even in between then, she despised him and made sure that he was miserable. So, did she know the truth about you?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
But you are heir to the throne, right?
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
All right. So as I was saying, this whole quest line is going to take quite a bit because, as you'll see when we come up to this guy...
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
What are you talking about? Heard what?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying. We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Anyway, so we're going to have to help the crowd before we even get to the Arl. Once we get to the Arl, there's a whole bunch of stuff we learn from that we've got to deal with. And then after we deal with that, we've got to find a cure for his sickness. All right. And then that's a whole side quest. So this is going to take at least until the end of next stream to get through. These are some chunky quests. Chunky.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other
Because
things.
Loghain's a dick. You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
So, and here's the thing. You know, a lot of people that are like Loghain stands that are just like, the battle was lost, he did what he had to do, all that stuff. They'll kind of point to this as like, yeah, see, Cailan was like all about glory. And it's true. You see in the very beginning that Cailan's all about the glory, but he wasn't dumb. Like, he recognized that the Darkspawn were a threat, and so much so that he was willing to negotiate a peace treaty with Orlais so that the Orlesians could come and help fight. Like, yes, he was excited for the glory of it all, but his strategy was sound. Loghain was a dick, and if anybody watching this is a Loghain stan, you're an asshole. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. See, you may have known my father, Taran Cousland.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
And another point too, you may have noticed how much the player's family gets referenced in this. That's why I like to choose the human noble background, because it intersects so much with the main story. You know, and I think that is I think even BioWare has said that the human noble is the canon background for this game, so it's fun to play. Now, that doesn't mean the other backgrounds aren't just as entertaining and fun. I wholly endorse them. There's a trophy for completing each one. Worth it. It's one of the few times where I've enjoyed a game having a trophy causing me to go ahead and replay it, because each of the backgrounds is interesting and different. None of them play the same way. Totally worth it. Highly recommend if you're going to do it. Even if you don't play through the entire game, play through at least each one of the backgrounds to start and choose which one you like best, because they're so much fun. Let's see. What evil things are you talking about? Why are you telling me this? What happened? I can help you drive them back.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess.
Shut up,
Thomas,
baby.
please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
See, I'm on my way.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Got some approval there. Love that. So, a couple things on this. So,
I'm scared,
there's a
Mother.
bunch of stuff
When
that
are
you
the
can
Batmen
do to help
Soon,
make the
darling.
battle go
Don't
easier.
worry. Everything will be all right.
And
I
I'll
want
run
to go
through them
home.
all here. Let's
Where's
see. It's just a
Father?
villager.
Why can't we go home?
Good day.
I already told you. Father is outside defending the village from the bad men. We must stay here and be brave.
Let us pray. Blessed art
picking
thou
up
who
some
exists in the
codex.
maker's sight.
Muslim
Is-
father.
Blessed art
fear
thou who
most
seeks
for the
his
children.
forgiveness. They are so
Blessed art thou who
breaks my
seeks
heart.
his return.
It is like, even if you're not somebody that's like a completionist, it is worth it, I think, to pick up any codices that you can find, because it gives you, like, if you have time to read them, it gives you so much more lore and background.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the Chant of Light to the Chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jedi?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
Can't believe how far we've come when it comes to like facial expressions
I'm
in
so
games.
scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Like, that wasn't bad, but we've gotten so much better.
You want the
So, Caitlin,
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
are you alright? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Let's see. Don't worry, I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. But night is coming. The monsters will return.
Alright, militia, there he is.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down. So you're the Grey Warden, are you?
I am.
I heard they all died with the king.
No, they didn't. Let's see. You heard wrong.
So you say? A damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I do? Let's see. Hold on. How is morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop. The men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
Let's see. What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Let's see. I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Okay, so first thing you can do is with this guy. Blacksmithy right here. This is
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Open this door, I'll break it down.
Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
Yeah.
make his breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The militia's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
The militia need your help desperately.
Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
I will rescue
It'd do me the
daughter.
world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my
Not
best.
good enough. Murdoch said the same. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you I'll find her.
We will do our best. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Okay, so first I'm going to sell some shit to this
I must
guy.
admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
So, another something you guys should know about is this guy actually, there's a way you can convince him to give up on his daughter. However, doing that essentially means he unalives himself. Now, I don't ever choose that path, but it's important to know that the absolute best bow in the game comes if you choose this path, because when he dies, there's another dude that happens to show up and take over, and that guy sells the bow, and he's the only way, that guy is the only way you can get it. So if you convince the dude to give up on his daughter and unalive himself, you can get the best bow in the game. To me, it's not worth it. It sucks that they made that choice and gave you no other options to get it, but it's something to remember. Let's see, I'm going to get rid of the trap triggers, because I don't use traps. I will make potions though, so I'm keeping all that. Get rid of the lightning rune. Okay.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
Couldn't the
Not if
militia
I'm
use
going
this?
to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Give me the cash. I'll take all of that, and then I'm going to sell it back to you.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and... Right.
Thanks for the old stuff that I get to now sell back to you for money. We can get rid of the split mail, chain mail, the leather gloves. Get rid of that. Keep all that stuff because I think it might be upgrades for what we've currently got equipped for everyone. Ooh, hold on here. Looks like we've got a couple of possible upgrades here for the rest of our peoples. I need to increase her dexterity to get that bow. Oh, definitely get that. Can sell the silver apron.
I must admit, if it was... You mean... I told Velena she was imagining things. But maybe the... Like what?
Let's talk business. And yeah, I'm getting rid of the Warden's Oath. I don't need it. It's just taking up slots. And I think we're good. Okay. So that's the first thing you can do is you now have the guy repairing their armor, so they got better armor, which means I think they survive a little bit longer. A little harder to kill. I think their weapons do a little bit more damage. Alright, so let's go talk to him, let him know what's up.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over a drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
We're not only ready, Murdoch, we're gonna win.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
I still need to speak to Sir Perth. Is there anything else I can do? Let's see.
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses. He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Carry on.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
So that is going to be our next goal. This dude's over here, and I think he's got a pretty high persuasion check on him. So it might be tricky to get him to do it, but let's see. Let's try knocking on the door. Okay. Alright, break open the lock. There we go.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Let's see. Intimidate.
No, have to run the place. It's not like I could stop people like you anyway. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here.
Murdoch says he needs you for the
So
militia.
what? You're recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Alright. Yeah, with him you have to intimidate him, I think, to get him to do it.
So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Cute little dwarven guy. He's all cute when he's angry. Okay, nothing in here. Okay, and I think over here we got some stuff that we should take a look at. That's right. Okay, so coming into the general store, it's not obvious, but it's worth it because you'll get a note for some codex, and then you'll see these barrels. There is lamp oil in these barrels, and that's all it says.
Allow me. I could do that.
Finding
for you.
those barrels and clicking
no,
on them.
I don't think so.
Oh, she doesn't have the skill? What the hell? Okay. Clicking on those barrels will actually give you some extra dialogue options when you talk to Sir Perth. So, doesn't look like it does anything right off the bat, but it's worth doing. We got that. Yep, there's Caitlin. So that's the girl with her little brother that she's all worried about. We're going to find him in here and get a couple other cool things along with it. Let's see, there's a codex. Hello, is someone
Go
in there?
away. This isn't your home.
Is someone in there?
Young man, come out this instant.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
Your sister's looking for you, you know.
Didn't want to be at the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave.
Let's see.
Yes. It was my mother's house. She's dead now. And Caitlin said we have to move away if we survive.
What's your name?
It's Bevan. My sister is Caitlin. She's probably at the Chantry looking for me.
So what were you doing in there?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I can help you.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother. In the chest, in Mother's room, Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use that sword to help the village.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Cool. So if we go upstairs, we'll be able to get the sword. Now the sword's good. It's decent. It's not a bad sword. You have a couple of options. You can keep it. You can...
it is over.
The green blade, yeah. You can keep the sword. You can go back to Caitlin, and there's some dialogue options for her, where she'll either insist you keep it, like she'll tell you it's okay, or you can give it back to her. it's up to you. It doesn't really affect anything in the long run. The sword's decent, but there's better swords in the game. I always like to give it back to her because I'm more playing the good guy. So, you know, the whole honorable knight thing works for me. And you can skip it entirely. Like, you don't even have to go through the persuasion checks to find out about the sword. You can just, you know, get through the dialogue options with the kid. He won't tell you about the story at all, and he'll still go back. So... Or if you bop it, you may get in a situation where the kid refuses to... Whoa, excuse me. Kid refuses to come out of the closet. Giggity. So I think there's some more lootable things over here. Lake Callahan, no swimming.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown.
How is morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
I still need to speak to Sir.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Stop fidgeting.
Me too, buddy. Me too. Alright, let's go ahead and move up. There's a couple of things we can get here on the way. So, the first one is up here. Well, I mean, after I get this death root, right? So we've got a tavern in here. We can talk to the owner and convince the owner to get his ass down there with everybody else so they can fight, so he can fight, which is a good thing to do because it's, like, again, morally right choice, but it's also a good idea, and I'll show you why as soon as we talk to him. Graffiti, cool.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What? Not at all.
Brave words. Brave words. Well, we'll see when night falls, won't we? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Who are you anyway?
Name's Lloyd. So, why'd you come to the village now? The roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing.
I'm a Grey Warden.
Well, that explains it. Except for the lack of darkspawn around here. But never mind me. Something else I can get for you?
Answer a few questions.
Fine. Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Intimidate. Either die fighting in the militia or die now. Your choice.
But Van Tegan said we didn't have to. He said...
Shut up and go.
Fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
Cool. So with him gone, you can now talk to Bella, who's now in charge.
I see you got that bastard Lloyd to join the militia. It's about time he did something to help out. I guess this puts me in charge.
Yeah.
Poor Lloyd will have an apoplexy just thinking about it, eh?
Now you can ask her for supplies. I need some supplies.
Fair enough. Let me see what Lloyd stored in the back. You can help yourself.
And so I don't know if this is a glitch or if it's by design, because she does say you can help yourself. But you've got all these items and they don't cost anything, like at all. I'm gonna let's see. So you've got all these like large flawed crystals that you can take, health potions, you know, traps, elf root, like all this stuff is just free. I'll get these recipes because these are great. Gift of wine for win. So it's a nice little trick, very useful, definitely worth it. Alright, we're going to give Win the wine.
Oh, marvelous.
Go. Girl loves herself some wine. Alright, and then let me see. I think there might be some stuff in here to loot. Nope, maybe I'm wrong. All right. Going back down. Sir Perth is going to be up there by the windmill. Before we do that, I think we can advance a quest for the Blackstone Irregulars in here. I'll have to double check. Could be wrong, but I think there's a guy in here we can talk to about it. Yep, I was right.
Yes, what can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
You will. Cool. Then check out his bookshelf.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time
No,
to be
it's
thinking
not.
about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
All right. Okay. So I was hoping to avoid this, but we'll get it done now. I was going to wait till we're done with Redcliffe to do all my follow-up stuff with all the companions, but I accidentally clicked on Alistair right now, so we'll do this. You have a friend outside the Grey Wardens?
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret, after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Have you contacted her?
I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the Blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to,
Could
we
we?
could try.
I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
All right. Come on, lockpicker.
sorry. No,
Really?
I didn't think so.
No skill, huh?
Allow me. I could do that for you.
No, you can't. We tried.
So, you know that I'm a Templar?
I believe what I heard was that you were not, in fact, a Templar. You were trained as one before you became a Grey Warden.
That's right.
Before we talk to him, Andraste's Grace, you get this flower. It's a great gift if you want to romance Liliana. She loves them.
It has been for days.
And you get a couple of them throughout the game. Like it's like the wine for Wynn. You'll find a few of these flowers.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely. And there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Say no more.
I'm
The
just a
Arl
sweetheart
lives,
that
and I
way.
will not listen to your inauspicious chat.
Okay, Sir Perth.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
Let's see. Call me Grey Warden, for that's what I
Grey
am.
Warden it is then, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Here we go. That's the dialogue option for the oil, so you can now tell him, have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there anything
We
I can
have
do to help?
sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
I'll see what I can do.
That gladdens my heart to hear it.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
So this is essentially the last thing that you can do in the game. Or not in the game, but the last
with
thing you
more
can do to help
undead.
bolster the defenses. Basically what he's looking for is for something, you know, religious to make his, you know, religious soldiers confident. And you have to convince the Holy Mother at the Chantry to do it, which is what we're going to do. But it's tricky because, like, you know, she admits, like, she can't just, you know, lie and say you've got the Maker's favor. You'll see the dialogue options shortly. We'll go talk to her, and then once we convince her, that's pretty much the last thing left before you can start the battle. And we'll go through that battle, help save the villagers, and then we'll call that a night after we talk to Caitlin.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Let's see, about the sword. I
Bevan
found in
told
your
me
home.
about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Let's see. So you can, yeah. So I'll return it after the battle. No, it won't go to waste, or perhaps I could pay you for it. So those are your options. So I'll always do, like, I'll return it after the battle.
Use
Belongs
it
in your
well.
family.
If we survive, I'll gladly take it back. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone, well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
So you can do the kiss thing. I'll be the gentleman. Just say, stay.
The Maker sent you.
Just stay
I just
safe.
know it. Thank you again.
Cool, that ends that quest. Gives me a little bit of perk points there. And then now we've got the Holy Mother.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
I cannot stand by while monsters attack the
Not
helpless.
many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a man of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
Surely this cannot be the entire village. These few are all who are left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Let's see. Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Let's see. If it gave them confidence, then it does protect them.
I suppose if they believed in the Maker's power, that belief would inspire them somewhat. It just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can.
Spoken like a
and I suggest you do the same.
Truly, truly religious person. I know this ain't gonna do shit, but I'm gonna tell everyone it does anyway. Alright, back up to Sir Perth. We'll get this fight started.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted
Have you
holy
spoken
protection?
to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. Will those do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
It's not
I
even
do not
magic.
approve of magery and such, but the symbols of the Chantry are holy and blessed by the Maker, not the work of mages. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
So yeah, Leliana will give you a little bit of disapproval there, but honestly, it's nothing. I mean, remember, we got -5 for this, but we got +13 for just giving her the Andraste's Grace. So it ends up being fine. So if you're like trying to romance her, don't worry about choosing that option, or you can choose not to lie. That works just fine too. She definitely needs more dexterity. Deadly. Okay, Master Archer. Does that mean I can give you the bow now, Leliana? Do we have enough for that? There we go. Sorrows of Arlathan. That's a pretty good bow. Like, we got +3 damage, rapid aim, 6% range critical chance, 3% armor penetration. Great bow. Not the best bow of the game, still a great bow. Alright, I'm going to go back because I think we're going to have a lot of stuff to loot. So I'm going to go to the blacksmith and sell some stuff again. And then we're going to start this up and have the final battle against the evil ones.
I must admit, it feels good to be up.
Alright. Get rid of that, get rid of that. So these crystals, in case I haven't mentioned it, these are what give buffs to Shale. You can only have one crystal at a time on her. And I don't use the lightning ones or the other ones I just got rid of. I think ice is pretty good. These three I'll keep. Everything else, it's just not a big deal. You don't lose too much. Get rid of that one. Don't need the lightning crystal. Don't need the spirit crystal either. You can get rid of that. You can get rid of that. Alright. Let's light this candle. Alright, Mayor.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I'm ready to make my stand. Oh wait, hold on, let's see, how's morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men... Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty... Overall, I'd say that... Is there anything else?
Ready to make my stand.
Are you
Let's
sure?
wait till sundown. Yep.
There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
Now I'm ready.
And
Let's
good
do
luck
this.
to you. You'll need it.
So heads up, this battle can be tricky. This and several other ones.
They're coming.
When I played as a mage, they were like, it was the easy win mode. When I played on
Get to your positions!
I don't know how they're going to be as a warrior. We'll see.
It's time, men. Know that we fight for the nation. Careful! I think they've seen us!
dawn arrives, and we survive the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, good sir. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
There's still much more to
Surely
do,
these people
Keegan.
deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with he who is their maker. Long may they know the peace of his love.
I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'll remain silent.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and save. That's a great stopping point. So next week we'll pick back up again, continuing the Redcliffe saga. So I think this might even take 3 sessions to get through all of this, because we've got to do everything up at the castle and then searching for a cure, and that's a lengthy one in and of itself. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll pick it up next week. Thank you for joining me. This has been a blast. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you are too. Don't forget, anybody new, thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to like and follow. I'll see y'all next week, and until next time, Wolfman out.